Hi, I'm Dale, and I'm going to show you how to plaster an arch. Let's get into it. To start, use a hammer, wrecking bar or pry bar, remove the plaster and external angles. You might need to unscrew any screws at this point. Once they're off, measure the width of the opening and cut a piece of MDF into a square to that measurement. Now, mark the centre of the square and drill or hammer in a screw or nail. You can cut a piece of string to the width of the MDF, then wrap the string around your screw and attach a pencil. Or you can use masonite like what we've done here. Then, mark in a circular motion to each end of the MDF. This will give you your shape. Using a jigsaw, cut out along your line, which should leave you with 4 identical corners to form your arch. From here, sand the curves smooth, removing any bumps. Measure the depth of your opening, taking into account the plaster on both sides and the thickness of the MDF. Cut some pine blocks to size and screw your 2 MDF arch pieces together. Place blocks around the outside so you are able to screw your arch base into place. It's now time to secure your archway mould to the wall using timber screws. Now the archway mould is in, it's time to install the plasterboard. Start with the inside of the arch by slicing the back of the plaster continuously every 20 to 30 millimeters so that it follows the curve. Starting in the corner, fix the plaster into place, then work your way around the arch, spacing each screw approx 100 millimeters apart. For your face pieces on the outside, measure the height and width of your arch and cut a square piece of plasterboard to these measurements. Fix this into position by placing screws every 100 millimeters. To cut out your shape, use a plaster saw or hand saw and follow the shape of your arch, cutting from the inside. To give you a neat finish, I'm using one of these plastic external moulds. The reason I'm using plastic over metal is that I can cut into the plastic, allowing you to follow the shape of the curve. Once you've made your cuts, screw this into place every 100 millimeters. Score in a crisscross manner on the areas near where you're adding the plaster. This helps the plaster adhere to the paint. Then apply the jointing tape. Once your external angle is in and you've checked its level, it's time to do your first base coat of plaster. If you're using powdered plaster, follow the manufacturer's instructions to mix it. Combine the plaster with water in a bucket and stir until you have a smooth, creamy consistency. Remember to mix only as much as you can use within the plaster's working time. Using your trowel, apply a base coat of plaster to the arch. Start at the top and work your way down, ensuring an even layer. Work slowly and methodically to cover the entire surface. Now that the first coat is dry, it's time to scrape back any bumps. Apply a second coat following the same process and wait to dry. Now that your second coat is dry, apply the top coat, feathering it out at the edges for a smooth finish. Lightly sand back the whole area, removing any imperfections. And there you have it, a beautifully plastered arch ready to enhance any space. If you like this video, make sure to check out our other instructional guides. We've got plenty of DIY advice online to help tackle your next project with confidence.